Hey there, folks. Welcome to my Patreon page. Thanks for showing up. This here is a placeholder video until I can get something a little more polished up to you. So please forgive any imperfections along the way in this. Now, most of you are probably here right now because you've been checking out the Super Mad Mixes radio cast. So first of all, cheers. Thank you very much. We appreciate it and we hope you're enjoying it. My friends and I are really having a great time putting it together, and I pour my heart and soul into it. I think it's something really juicy, but also really important. And if you haven't checked it out yet, just to give you an idea, this is a musical podcast that tells a story, and that is sort of a cosmic adventure story all about the hero's journey. And it's told through the lens of these two guys right here, Clark Kent and Frank Einstein, better known as Superman and Madman. It also has a section in it that is devoted to a particular message that is in our media, directed at the creative spirit inside of all of us and what it takes to sort of rise to that occasion, rise to that challenge of pursuing your dreams, and how to deal with the obstacles that come your way as you do that. So that's actually some of the most recent material. It's the stuff I want to steer people towards as best I can, because I think it's really juicy stuff. So actually, if you want to check it out, the links to that are down towards the bottom of this Patreon page. I have episode 6 linked specifically. That's the best jumping on point. So go ahead, you can check that out. And now the thing is that beyond that, some of you are familiar with my backstory and realize that I also make comics. And of course, I've kind of got some of my artwork surrounding me here. My comics range from what would be like considered the very weird, the kind of stuff that where you would have like extra dimensional existential adventures, and they also span the spectrum to things that I think most folks would find fairly accessible and more mainstream, kind of like good old Sanders here. So, you know, it's fair to say that at this point I've been stalled out on that for a while. And the thing is, though, right now I'm working really hard at seriously turning that around and getting everything back up and running and running smoothly. So if you look right below this video on the Patreon page, I unpack a bit of my backstory that got me here and my plan for moving forward and making this a viable career path once and for all. Now, if you're familiar with Patreon, then you know how this works. But quickly, for those who are new to Patreon or don't really get it at all, basically this is a 21st century tool for funding the arts. It basically lets you target artists of your choosing and support them directly. You get to form more of a one-on-one relationship with them. So it's great in that regard. It's actually also very super simple to use. If you look to the left, you'll see goals that I am currently working on, and then to the right, you'll see tiers of patronage that I've come up with. They're just suggested donation amounts with perks that you unlock as you go up the tiers, basically. So, of course, that's exclusive content that you're only able to get to if you are a patron. And and just as a quick side note, if you're looking for the goals and the tiers on mobile, they're down below the main content. So, you know, if you don't like what you see in the tiers, you can support at whatever level you want to. You can just sidestep those all together. You'll see how that works if you look at it. And if anybody does that, actually, because I've already had that happen, just know that I will come up with special ways to show my gratitude and appreciation for any generous folks out there who might contribute beyond the tiers as they currently are. Okay. So as a patron, your contribution will be automatically processed by Patreon each month. That will, of course, gain you access to the material you've unlocked, And in the meantime, I, of course, will be busting my hump to get new content out to you ASAP. Initially, it's going to be the material that I already have getting back out there because it hasn't been in the public eye at all for a long time, not even on my website, a lot of it. So even people that I know right now have not seen a lot of my work. So we're going to start right there and then get you new stuff as soon as humanly possible. Okay. Now, hopefully, it goes without saying that the more support I get, the more content we're all going to get, period, but also that much sooner. So I'd also like to point out that I'm a bit of a cheap date. You know, I don't have a lot of overhead here, and I don't really have any other mouths to feed other than my cats. So just making sure that's clear. Because the thing is, like, I don't really need that much to get this station fully operational. And when I do, we're going to see some serious quack. Quack, quack, quack. So if you're a fan of what I'm up to, and you're able and eager to help, from the depths of my heart and my soul, thank you. Because I don't know that I could do this without you. And to me, it means the world. So, that said, I'll let you get back to your day. Thank you for checking this out. And, you know, for any would-be patrons out there, know that together we're going to make some great and wondrous things. So, thank you, cheers, and I'll catch you on down the road.